Hello, welcome to Go Natural English. Today we're talking about a very exciting milestone in your language learning journey, which is fluency, and how to know if you're fluent in English or any other language that you may be learning. So today we're talking about 9 signs of true fluency in English or other languages. I'm going to share my personal journey learning Spanish and Portuguese and how it can help you with your English language learning journey, as well as an online tool, a website that I use to practice my conversational skills in Spanish, Portuguese, and many other languages as well that you can use to improve your English language fluency. So let me share the 9 signs with you and this tool that I highly recommend you try today. The first sign that you're probably fluent in English is that you stop thinking in your other language. Not completely, but you can think in English when you are engaging in English conversation, when you're talking to someone in English, maybe when you are listening to music or watching a movie in English, you're actually processing the lyrics or the movie plot in English without having to translate everything into your mother tongue. You're no longer translating everything into your native language. You're actually processing the language in English, just like a monolingual dictionary. You look up the word definitions and the meanings are all in English. So this is how your brain starts to function. You look at an object and you think, that is a laptop, not un computador, or whatever it would be in your language. Next sign that you're fluent in English is you can handle any topic, from going to the doctor to talking about the philosophy and meaning of life. When you can handle any topic or situation, then you are truly fluent. Now, this depends on you, because if you are a jet pilot and I am not, our definitions of being able to handle any topic in English are slightly different, because even as a native English speaker with an advanced degree in teaching English language, I am not familiar with all of the vocabulary I would need to fly a plane. I would need to do some studying, but that's a specific skill, a specific purpose. And that's why we have lessons for English for specific purposes, such as being a pilot or a doctor or whatever it is that you are. In fact, tell me in the comments if you are learning English for a specific purpose, like one of those, or maybe for sales or marketing or another specific job, maybe test prep. Let me know, because I want to get to know you and your goals much better. But basically, when we're talking about being able to handle any situation, we're talking about everyday interactions. Whether you're going to the grocery store, ordering a coffee, maybe setting up plans to meet someone for lunch, these are everyday kind of conversation topics that you should be able to handle. Next, you understand humor and sarcasm. This one has been surprisingly difficult for a lot of even advanced, fluent English speakers. When you come from a different culture, your humor in your culture or your country might be slightly different than what you would hear when you come to the United States. American humor is a little bit different, and so we use a lot of sarcasm. Like if it is a very rainy and unpleasant day, someone might say, "Beautiful day, huh?" That is sarcasm, because it is totally opposite of what you would think, and they're trying to be funny. So if that does not make sense to you, then you need to learn more about sarcasm. I actually have another video about American humor that I will link to in the description and the comments. But this is really important. You need to be able to understand jokes, humor, sarcasm, double entendres in English to be truly fluent. Now, before we continue, I want to share something that's really helped me on my journey to fluency in Spanish and Portuguese, which can help you to achieve true conversational fluency in English. This is the sponsor of today's video, and it's a website called italki. italki is an amazing platform where you can connect with real expert native English tutors. In fact, they have tutors that can teach you over 150 languages. So if you're studying a language besides English, italki still can help you with pretty much any language you'd like to learn. You can learn from certified expert teachers or conversation partners who are just fluent and want to support you in your journey to fluency. It's super affordable and easy to find a teacher that fits your interests and your schedule and your language level. You just pay per lesson. There's no subscription, no special fees to sign up, nothing to worry about canceling. You just pay for exactly what you need. I personally use italki nowadays to practice my conversational skills in Spanish and Portuguese because it's been a while since I've been able to travel to a Spanish-speaking country or to a Portuguese-speaking country. So I want to show you a little bit of a lesson that I just did with Alessandra, my Portuguese tutor on italki.
E a gente fica realmente assim muito feliz e valorizado. Tipo, caraca, você tá falando a minha língua.
Sim, valorizado. Isso é uma palavra muito boa. It's been a real game changer for improving my confidence and skill level. And here's the best part. italki is giving the Go Natural English family a special promotion. When you spend $10, you'll get an additional $5 free. Use the code GONATURAL and be sure to use the link in the description or in the pinned comments to get this special bonus. It's more affordable than ever to level up your English fluency or any other language that you'd like to practice. And it's so much fun to connect with conversation partners or tutors from around the world. But hurry, because this special promotion is only valid for the first 50 signups. So whether you're brushing up on your conversation skills or just want to practice for something special like an interview or an upcoming trip, or if you're starting from zero, italki is a great place to practice your speaking skills. italki is a tool that can take your language skills to the next level. The next sign that you're fluent is that you can watch a movie in English without subtitles. You can enjoy your favorite movies or Netflix shows without having to read what the characters are saying. Now, this is very impressive because there are many movies where people have different accents or speak quickly, or there's a lot of other noise going on like explosions. So if you can do this, then you are truly fluent. Next, you can explain things in English, whether it's a recipe, instructions for putting together furniture, or explaining the plot of your favorite book. You can explain it without hesitation. If you can explain these things with ease, then you are a very good communicator and fluent in English. If you're not sure that you can do this, then these are all things that you can practice either at home, writing them out first and then reading them aloud. Go step by step to build up your skills until you're ready to do it in a real live conversation. Next, you might think this is an easy one, but it can actually be difficult. Small talk. If you're comfortable with any kind of small talk for the situation, like talking to your neighbors, your coworkers, or just a stranger that you run into on the street, then you're fluent. So you want to be able to use small talk, like talking about the weather is a very popular topic, or maybe something coming up, an event, something like a sports, a game, football, baseball. These are big topics that Americans love to chat about in small talk. If you're having a meeting, it's super common to start the meeting and end the meeting with small talk or a business phone call. If you can start and end a business phone call with small talk about what you did on the weekend or plans for next weekend, the weather, or a football game, well, then you are doing really well in English and you're speaking better than even some natives. Next, if you go to sleep and you realize the next morning that you had a dream in English, then it's probable that your brain is thinking in English and you are fluent. So when the language is so natural and automatic to you and your brain, that you actually dream in the language, it shows that it's become a part of your subconscious. So if you've noticed dreaming in English, even a small part of your dreams, then you could be fluent. If you can guess the meaning of words based on context and you rarely need to use a dictionary for everyday situations, then you're probably fluent. Conversely, if you are only catching every third or fourth word and you really can't grasp the main idea of most everyday topics easily, then you might not be fluent yet. But if you feel like you're grasping everyday conversation and you don't need a dictionary, there's not a lot of words that you don't understand, even if they're new, you're understanding them through the context, then you're probably fluent. If you're in a situation where it's very specialized, like maybe you are learning a brand new skill, like metal smithing or pottery, whatever floats your boat, whatever you're into, then it's okay if there are several new words that you need to look up, because this is a new topic and there's bound to be new vocabulary. Finally, you're confident making mistakes. When you can actually be confident speaking a language despite making mistakes, then you're closer to fluency than you think. It's like the old adage that the wise man knows that he knows nothing at all. And once you realize that making mistakes are part of the process, you won't let them stop you from achieving your fluency goals. Let me share how I knew that I was fairly fluent in Spanish. One day I was traveling in Mexico City and I had a heated discussion with a taxi driver about the fare. We were negotiating how much it would be to go from the airport to my hotel, and it was kind of a tense discussion, but I was able to negotiate, explain what I thought was fair, and even use humor to make us laugh. And at the end, we did agree on a price. So that was a great accomplishment in my mind, albeit just a small interaction, but that's something that I felt really confident about because we were able to come to terms. I could negotiate, we were able to strike a deal, and I felt really accomplished that day. So how about you? Have you ever had a moment like that where you felt fluent in English? Or maybe where you felt really not fluent in English? Maybe you couldn't express yourself or come to terms with an agreement with someone. Tell me in the comments, because I would love to hear more about your language learning journey. So that moment in the taxi cab in Mexico City made me realize that I wasn't just learning Spanish, I was living in Spanish, living my life, accomplishing tasks through the language. And I was able to get a fair price, which is something that's not easy. And practicing with tools like italki helped me get there. So from this video, which of the 9 fluency signs do you recognize in yourself? And are there other signs that you think we should add to our list? Tell me in the comments. And to take your English skills to the next level, don't forget to check out italki using the link in the description and my promotion code GONATURAL. Finally, if you're not already a member of the GONATURAL English community here on YouTube, make sure to click subscribe, like this video, share it with a friend, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week in a new video. Mwah! Bye for now.